Hello, Booktubing World. It's I, Capri Nicole, and I'm back with another video. So, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you know that I have a turtle, and the noise you're going to hear in the background is her filter because I'm not turning it off, okay? You know, I was supposed to been film this video, like I had like this whole plan of like how I was going to do everything, but I just like worked a lot and didn't get to get this video out. So now I'm going to have like a ton of videos coming like within this week. They're all going to be coming like back to back, so make sure you stay tuned for those. But today I'm going to be talking about my book Conquest, which is literally just the Goodreads My Year in Books. I just named it Book Conquest because I like saying it like an accomplishment, you know? So we're going to be talking about all my stats, the things I read, what I didn't read, my numbers, and all that stuff. I'm not going to be pulling up Excel sheets and graphs like some people do. More power to you. I like watching those videos, but I cannot relate because I don't know how to do that. So we're going to stick to like the basics of me clicking on My Year in Books on Goodreads and just coming to you guys and let you guys know what I read. And I'll make sure I'll leave a link below so you can click on it, and I'm pretty sure you can find yours. If you click on my account, you can get to yours. So it's pretty much 10 different things, and I'm going to sum up my 2019 reading year because it's coming to a closing end, thank God, because 2019 was a very trying time and I want it to be over with, like goodbye. So let's start from the top. So the first thing is my reading goal, and my reading goal for 2019 was 50 books, and I surpassed it by 113% because I read 62 books, and your girl stopped a week and a half into December. I was done. Like, I was not going to read anymore. I just said I'm not reading any more books. I did surpass my Goodreads goal, and I see so many people that are reaching for 100 and 70 and 300, and I am cheering you on. Do your thing, but your girl is tapped out for the year of 2019. So the next one is the amount of pages that I read in 2019, and the amount of pages that I read in 2019 is 20,766, which is a lot of pages, and that's only 62 books. Like, I really want to know what the statistics are for people that read like 300 books. Like, there was someone I saw on Twitter that read like 356 books or something crazy like that, and I'm just like, wow, what a time to be alive and witness that, because I will never be there like ever. The next one is the shortest book that I read in 2019, and the shortest book that I read in 2019 was The Lost Sisters, which was a waste of my time, and I wish I could get that time back. It was short, but it was not short enough, okay? The Lost Sisters was 50 pages, and out of all the books that I read in 2019, that was the shortest book that I read. The next one is the longest book that I read in 2019, and that was Priory of the Orange Tree, which, whew. So this is the longest book that I read in 2019, which I'm sure is pretty much everyone. I tabbed this one. I didn't realize I tabbed this. So it was about 800 pages, and this book felt like 800 pages. Like, it was such a slow-paced book. Like, it was very slow-paced, but this was the longest book that I read in 2019, and it is 805 pages. It's so thick. Like, BookTube was losing their minds over this book just because the cover is so pretty. My shelves are a hot mess. Like, I am so ashamed just looking at this, but tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be organizing. I'm going to be organizing my car, organizing these shelves. Like, we're going to get these shelves together in 2020. Like, we're not getting into the new year with these hot mess shelves. Like, I have a pile of books on the ground that you can't even see. It's just a mess. It is just shameful. So the next one is the most popular book that I read in 2019, and that was The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games, like, over 5 million people read that book as well, and I am so late to the party. Like, I went and saw the movies, but if you're an OG subscriber, you know that every single one of the movies I fell asleep in. So, because I used to work a lot when I was younger, so I think I was just like tired, and when the lights went down, my eyes went down, because it was obviously action-packed. But when I read it, I really loved it, and I'm just like 100 years late to the game, but yeah, that was the most popular book that I read in 2019. So the next one is my average book rating, and I really don't pay attention to this. I really just be like throwing out stars, and this year I threw out a lot of low rating. My average rating is 3.7, which I think is pretty good. I don't think anyone cares what their average rating is. I feel like I'm really stingy with like my 5 stars, and like this year I've been given so many like 3-star, 2-star. This was my first year I think given a 1-star book. It was not pretty. 2019 was not a pretty reading year. The next one is the least popular book that I read. Was the companion novel or the second book to Beds Are Flowers, and it's called Secrets Are for Flowers. So this book is a self-published book by my friend RK Gold, and this was a part of a readathon prompt. I think it was during Sailor Moonathon, and I really loved this book. The least popular one that's on my list is the second book in the series. So I will leave the link to it to Goodreads in the description box below. I'll just link my review for this book in the description box below. I haven't written a review for the second book, so everyone acts surprised now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, surprise! Yeah, everyone's surprised. No, no one's surprised. Okay. My first review of 2019 was, where is it? I think I still have it over here somewhere. Was this lovely book, Invaders. This was like, oh my god, this was the first thing that I read in 2019, because I'm like, I'm gonna start off this year with sweet nostalgia. Like, me and my sister used to watch this show together all the time, so reading this comic book, I just like heard his voice when I was reading it, and I loved it so much. And the art style was really, really dope. I think it was a few illustrators in this book. I think with each section of the graphic novel there were different illustrators and different authors, so it was like kind of like a little bit of a collab. But this was my first review and first book that I read for 2019, and I loved every second of it. Okay, so last review of 2019. There is no last review of 2019 because I'm catching up on reviews from like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. So like I don't even know what the last book I'm going to review is. But the last book that I read, which I still haven't reviewed yet, everyone acts surprised. Oh, we're surprised. No one's surprised. Okay. It's Children of Virtue and Vengeance, and I still haven't written a review for that yet. But we're going to count that as my last review for 2019 because that was my last book. So yeah. The last Conquest, the last accomplishment for 2019 and my year in books, is the most popular book or highly rated book that I read in 2019, which was God's Grave. Rightly so, because honestly that book, oh, that's a book that I'm never gonna forget. Like that ending, just like that whole book was just like so good. Out of every book in the series, I loved it so much. Dark Dawn let me down a little bit, not gonna lie, but God's Grave was just like so good. I loved it so much. My reaction was all over Twitter. Love that for me. The book was amazing. So I think that the average rating 4.58. So out of all the 62 books that I read, this was the highest rated book on Goodreads. Is that it? So that is it. That is my year in books, and as I said before, I will leave the link below so that you can see what your year in books are. Let me know if you read any of these books that I talked about. Let me know if you're ready for 2019 to be in the dust. Okay, I'm ready for 2020 to come through, a new decade. Like, let's get it. I'm so ready. I am so ready. That is my year in books. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Always remember, read a book, keep your life interesting, and I will see you next time. Bye.